destination. Slimy ball. Charlie secure. We've taken the lead. Enemy has Alpha. Jam enemy recon on your mark. Good. Kill control.
UAV. UAV online. Standing by. Jam enemy UAV.
What's going on, guys? It's Rage, and once again, welcome back to the Modern Warfare 2, now Modern Warfare 3 Remastered multiplayer mod on Horizon Modern Warfare. Now, it's been a little while since I last covered Horizon Modern Warfare, which, as you all know, this is the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer mod, built off of the MWR engine, so it combines all the assets from Modern Warfare Remastered, all the MW2 imported assets into it, and now the Horizon Modern Warfare team has started adding in Modern Warfare 3 content to it. This here is the long-awaited Nightshade update that the Horizon Modern Warfare team's been working on, once again, adding in all sorts of Modern Warfare 3 assets, maps, weapons, kill streaks, operators, you name it. So this video here today is going to be more of just a quick installation tutorial and crash course, just kind of showing off everything that they've added to the game. So by all means, with this installation tutorial, please watch the video the full way through before asking questions in the comments, because chances are it might be answered by the end of it. It's a very quick and easy installation tutorial. It basically follows the exact same one that I made a couple of months ago, because quite literally all you're doing is just downloading the launcher, putting it into your MWR files, and running it. That's literally it. Now, of course, I'll be leaving the Horizon Modern Warfare Discord link down in the description below, so by all means, if you have any more technical questions or things that I can't answer, feel free to ask them in the Discord. Right here we have the Downloads tab, which has absolutely everything you need, has all the instructions of what you need to do and get set up. First off, make sure you have all the C++ redistributables and the .NET runtime package to run the launcher. All the technical first-time startup things when you start installing new games on your PC. If you don't have those, there you go. First and foremost, you must purchase Modern Warfare Remastered on Steam. Now, if you did it earlier this summer when the original MW2 mod was going on, that's perfectly fine, because it's still Modern Warfare Remastered. So if you have the Modern Warfare Remastered files from Steam, you're good to go. Secondly, download the latest Horizon Modern Warfare launcher from Downloads. The big giant download button right here. Unpack all of the files inside the Horizon Modern Warfare launcher into their own folder that isn't in the directory of the game. We're then going to go ahead and launch the launcher, and the biggest thing is really just getting the directory all sorted, because I've had a lot of people ask me questions about that already. Once Verify Game Files button appears, click on it to download the missing mod files. Once again, this literally does everything for you. Now, Spindler, one of the devs here, has made a note down here saying if you're running into issues either downloading the launcher or verifying and installing your files, use a VPN. Proton VPN is a free alternative. Your antivirus might also be a contributing factor, so if you do get a pop-up that it's not working, just make an exception. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to click the giant download button, and it's going to automatically start downloading the launcher for us. Here we have the Horizon Modern Warfare zip. We're just going to go ahead and drag this over onto the desktop. Once again, using WinRAR or whatever file extraction you use, extract a Horizon Modern Warfare launcher. It's going to go ahead and put the folder on the desktop. Within the folder, all you have is the Horizon Modern Warfare launcher. Now, the way that I've done it personally, that you don't have to do it, this is just what I've done since the very beginning, but once again, come to Modern Warfare Remastered here in your Steam library, right-click on it, go to Manage, Browse Local Files. This, again, is the directory path that you need to set the game link to. Now, me personally, I've left my launcher here in the directory. Obviously, you don't have to. It's completely up to you. Now, once you've got the launcher open, once again, you're going to click the cogwheel and select your install directory. Like I was just saying, this directory right here, this is the file path that you need to follow. Now, for me, it's already set. Wherever you personally have your Modern Warfare Remastered installed to, that is the directory path that you need to follow. So for me personally, it's here on my SSD, my C drive, program files x86, Steam, Steam apps, common, Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, it's very important to note with not just this client, but with every client, whether it be Alterware or Plutonium as well, that when you go to link this, do not double click into it like this. In my personal experience in the past, I've had issues where it says things like can't find the file directory even though you just linked it. All you do is click on the folder one time. Just once, so it's highlighted, select folder, you're good to go. They have 2 download servers, so wherever you're at in the world, feel free to either use New York or Amsterdam to download the files from. It really doesn't matter, it's just based on your ping and location, I guess. Once it's all done, just click finish and save. Now, it's also very important to mention that actually let Modern Warfare Remastered finish installing before you start installing Horizon Modern Warfare. Not to pick on anybody specifically, but I had somebody in my Twitch chat yesterday that was asking me why it wasn't verifying, and then he told me, oh, my MWR wasn't finished installing, so there you go. Now, it is important to mention that as well, if you do own MWR on Steam, you do not need the campaign specifically installed, you just need the multiplayer. So once again, as soon as you have your directory all sorted and ready to go, finish and save, you're ready to start verifying your files. So what you're going to do is go ahead and verify your game files. It'll go ahead and verify literally everything for you. All it's doing is just making sure that you have all of the files that you need here in your MWR directory. If something isn't working, by all means, it will tell you. Now, there was a problem initially that it wasn't able to download MP_abandon, which is Carnival, the MW2 DLC map. I had to go through it a couple of times, like just keep re-verifying and re-downloading it, and it eventually worked. I would assume by the point in time this video goes up shortly after, if it's not already fixed, that bug should be fixed. Once all the verification is complete, everything checks out, your files are up to date, good luck, have fun. So from this point in time, you can go ahead and launch it straight from the launcher, or if you want to, just use the Horizon Modern Warfare EXE, launch the game, and you're good to go. Now, I don't know if you guys have this, I think it's just because I have so many files within my Steam MWR directory, this little splash screen pops up, just go ahead and click. And then there you go. Now that we got the game all loaded up here, there is one more thing that I want to mention really quickly, and that is, once again, this game is running off of the Modern Warfare Remastered engine. Now, the MWR engine on PC was not very great, but it's important that I bring that up because I want to talk about disabling your shader cache. If you are on a newer NVIDIA graphics card, I think AMD cards to an extent, I think it's pretty hit or miss. AMD graphics cards, I'm pretty sure, can cache their shaders on this game without having any problems, but specifically with NVIDIA graphics cards, anything newer than a GTX 1660, if you have a 20, 30, 40, 50 series graphics card, whatever you got, do not cache your shaders on MWR. For whatever reason, it doesn't work, it crashes the game. That was a problem on MWR on Steam. I don't know if specifically the Horizon Modern Warfare team has fixed that. Modern Warfare Remastered in and of itself is one of those games that the longer you play it, the better it performs. It's very weird. And going off the MWR engine, for as long as I've had my 3080, which has been on 4 years now, I have never been able to cache my shaders on MWR. So just don't do it. By all means though, if you really want to try it, then hey, be my guest and go for it. I'm just telling you from my personal experience, just go ahead and disable it. One other quick side note that I will go ahead and mention, I typically don't play my games in windowed full screen, but for some reason recently I haven't been able to set my refresh rate properly on this. It's not reading the 170 hertz for me. So the way that it ends up working for me is I just put it in a windowed full screen and then everything just feels as good as it should anyway. So one quick side note I wanted to remind you all of with running this game is to limit your FPS properly to 250 frames per second. In Call of Duty, you really don't need anything more than 333 frames per second. If you exceed 333, you start to feel like you're running on ice and you cannot jump as high.
Oh, I'm literally skating on this FPS. I'll run and then I'll stop and I'll float a little bit. Ew.
Set your frame rate limit to 250 by using /com_max FPS 250. Now, for those of you that do play on a controller, as far as I know, controller input is native because Modern Warfare Remastered by default has controller support. Now, I don't play with a controller very often, but I know that the newer Xbox controllers, I think just default PS4, PS5 controllers work if you just plug it in. If you have something specific, I don't know if you need things like DS4 Windows or whatever else you guys use on PC to get your controllers working. As far as I know, base Xbox, base PlayStation controllers, you should be able just to plug it in and it should be fine. As far as, again, like adjusting things, whether it be with DS4 Windows or adjusting dead zone and things like that, I personally don't know. You might have to ask somebody in the Discord or somebody else that uses a controller. All these young kids and their dead zones nowadays. Back in my day, using a controller, we just had one aim assist option, on or off. Here in the gamepad options, of course, you have your sensitivity, but they do have sliders for dead zones, so this might be able to help you guys out. I don't really know what all of this is. I've gotten a lot of questions about this today as far as ADS sensitivity goes on controller. I have been told that currently there is no option for that. So once you're ready to go ahead and click play online and it will bring you to the menu. Now one of the very first things I know a lot of you are going to do is immediately go to /unlockall in the console. When you hit enter, we don't support cheating. Now look, I understand how a lot of people are. Some people don't like ranking up. Me personally, I love ranking up, so I don't see the problem with this. Now, I talked about this a whole lot when the original Modern Warfare 2 Remastered mod came out, when people were all up in arms about not having an unlock all. The thing is, again, when that 2-week Minecraft phase hits, it wouldn't hit the same if you were playing it on creative, right? At the same time, though, I do completely understand that people don't want to spend all this time unlocking things that they already unlocked 15 years ago. But there is a natural incentive to play the game when you actually have a goal, when you actually have things to level up and achieve, so I get it. Of course, there are unlock all files out there. I just don't know what the Horizon Modern Warfare team is going to do to combat that. There might be an update or something to stop that from happening. I have no idea. Earlier today as well, a dev did tell me that some servers will kick you out for being level 1000 if you're not legit, so beware of that. With all that being said, that concludes the base tutorial of how to install Horizon Modern Warfare and give you guys a little crash course into getting everything set up. Now, as far as the update goes, here to start it off, I want to show you guys the Killstreaks that they got added to the game. They have added the advanced UAV from Modern Warfare Warfare 3. We have the advanced UAV. They brought in the AH-6 Overwatch, the little bird, which was actually cut from Modern Warfare 2, fun fact. Got the AGM Reaper at 10 kills. Of course, you got your AC-130, Chopper Gunner, EMP, Tactical Nuke. Now, I will tell you guys this, the way that Killstreaks are stacking and working for the Tactical Nuke, it's still working like MW2, where Killstreaks will get you your nukes. Which, just as a quick side note, I don't care that we're in the Big 25. Make some support classes, please. Please, just dedicate one class. You got 10 of them and then some. Just have one class with Cold-Blooded and a Stinger on it, alright? I do not care that it is 2025. We are well past the point of just being okay with getting destroyed by Killstreaks. Shoot it down, put your pride aside, pull out a Stinger for a quick second, please. I'm saying this because I'm tired of feeling like I'm the only one who actually plays support and actually wants to shoot the Killstreaks out of the sky. How are you all still okay with being AC-130'd and Chopper Gunnered into oblivion? Come on, shoot it down. Save yourself the headache, save the lobby from getting destroyed. Anyways, yeah, so besides that, we got some new Modern Warfare 3 weapons in the game. We got the MSR here for the 2 new snipers. We've got the MSR and the AS-50. Now again, when it comes to everything in this game, this is basically the real Modern Warfare Remastered, where it has COD 4, MW2, MW3 assets that are still going to be added to the game. Now, of course, because it's Modern Warfare, we've seen a lot of the similar weapons to and from. We got the MW2 Intervention, we've got the MW2 Barrett 50 cal, so it's not the COD 4 or the MW3 one. AS-50, of course, got the D25S from Modern Warfare Remastered, which I thought was actually a pretty cool addition. Very fun sniper. You got the WA 2000, specifically the MW2 M21. Of course, we've got the MSR and the M40. Now, over here for the ARs, the newest one we have is the CM901. The only other real change that I noticed over here was that with the G36C, it's no longer the Modern Warfare Remastered version of it, but more of the MW3 model. I will say, me personally, I like the MWR version of the G36C, but with it coming back in MW3, I think it's a nice update. And then, of course, again, we have all the Modern Warfare 2 guns, all the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered versions of the rest of the ARs. Still the MW2 version of the Scar H as compared to the Scar L. Over here in the SMGs, we got the PP90, the Super Soaker. They also added the MP7. And then over here in the LMGs, the newest one is the PKM. Now, over here in the secondaries for machine pistols, obviously the newest one is the FMG9, classic from MW3. Over here in the shotguns, we've got the KSG. When it comes to the pistols, we have the MP412. Launchers over here, they added the M320 GLM, this goofy grenade launcher from MW3. And of course, speaking of launchers, please put this on one of your classes. Now, I don't know if this was originally here, but they do have a melee weapon section where they have some of the MWR melee weapons, which is pretty cool. I think you could just choose it as your secondary. It's not the dedicated melee slot option like Modern Warfare Remastered. So real quick here, I'll just pull this into the firing range. You guys can get a good look at some of the weapons. They've added these custom inspect animations for the MSR and some of the new weapons, which I think is really sick. Got the MSR, got a very similar one here with the AS-50, which I will say though, man, the AS-50 in this game, I don't know what they did, but this thing rips. The AS-50 is insanely good. Now, also quick detail, I will say this, when you go to put a sniper on your class, there is still the option of enabling and disabling the 2D scopes. By default, it will be a 3D scope, so you have to go in and disable this option if you don't want the 3D scope. I do think it's kind of interesting to sit here and use an MSR where it has a 3D scope like this, so I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. But of course, for someone that's been playing the OG MW3 for 13, 14 years now, I'm used to the 2D scope. So again, specifically when you're choosing a sniper, just be sure to hit F2 if you want to enable or disable the 2D scope. If you want the classic old school Call of Duty feel for snipers, enable the 2D scopes and you'll have the black scope around it. Now, of course, we have all of the Modern Warfare Remastered maps, every single one of them. We have all of the maps from MW2, including DLC like Bailout, Carnival, all the maps from MW2, all the maps from COD 4, Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, to start it off with MW3, we have a good bit of maps here. Not all of the maps are in the game yet, but it looks like they chose the more popular maps. Bootleg, Dome, Erosion, that face-off map, which is absolutely psychotic to play. Fallen, Hard Hat, Lockdown, Mission, Resistance, and Underground. Here, real quick, we'll just go ahead and do a quick walkthrough on Resistance, because this map here is absolutely stunning. Now, real quick, I wanted to go ahead and show this off about Resistance, because they changed the skybox, and dude, it's so beautiful. Because as we all know, the original Modern Warfare 3 had this, like, gray, greenish kind of, like, undertone to it, and everything just looks super washed out. It's all very nice, bright, pretty outside. Now, I did also want to go ahead and show this off, which I think is really cool, because in the original Modern Warfare 2 Remastered mod, they didn't have the heartbeat sensor working, but now the heartbeat sensor is working, so that's really cool to see. I don't really think anybody's going to be unironically using a baby monitor, but I mean, hey, if you want to use it, you got it. I really can't get over this, man. Like, this looks absolutely stunning. I love this. I also did want to quickly talk about this with the factions in the game here. They do, of course, have the MW3 factions. Now, they did add the new factions to the game. They still have the MW2 character models for Spetsnaz specifically, but of course, now we have the African Militia, we have the PMCs, got the Inner Circle, Delta Force as well, GIGN. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't know if you guys are going to nerd out about this like me, but I have noticed that on the original MW3 maps that do have Spetsnaz, like for example Resistance or Lockdown, they are replaced by Inner Circle, and I feel like the reason being for that is because obviously it's Call of Duty, it's Modern Warfare, aware that there's been a lot of overlapping assets and weapons and factions, so I would just imagine that it'd probably be more of a headache to try to differentiate the MW2 Spetsnaz from MW3 Spetsnaz, but that's just me being a dork. What's crazy though is that I sit here and I look at this customization for all of our just nameless operators, and I still prefer this faction system much more than the new one. This is what I truly miss having in Call of Duty for factions. This will always be cooler to me. One final note that I wanted to mention is that there are some servers that are your classic 6v6 multiplayer experience. I know some people prefer 6v6, and you have that option here with some of the servers on Horizon Modern Warfare. I know I've been yapping your ears off for a little while now, but that in a nutshell is the new Nightshade DLC update to the Horizon Modern Warfare client. So again, if you guys are interested, feel free to go ahead and check it out with all the links down in the description below. Again, a huge thank you and shout out to the devs of this project, because the amount of work that's gone into this is actually incredible. And again, I wanted to give a thank you to both Lisa and Spindler for being in the live stream last night and answering some questions. In the future, I know there is supposed to be a 0.5 update, because I did ask about adding more MW3 weapons and maps, and that will come at a later time as far as I know. But overall, this update just brings a really nice breath of fresh air into the Horizon Modern Warfare client. So again, if you've been missing this and you want to start playing it again, now is a great time to jump back in. So again, with that all being said, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to join into the Discord, ask any questions, join the community. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope the tutorial was simple and straightforward enough. Thank you all so much for checking this video out. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. It's been Rage, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.